Hello, and welcome back to Fire Emblem: The Sword of Heaven and Earth. I am Pandan, and today I made a mistake, and we're actually still in the middle of this. So, last time where we left off, I realized, one, I had soft locked, and I found a save state that would be suitable. And I replayed a little bit off screen to get back to around the same point where we were. For those of you who didn't watch the last video, pretty much what happened was there's a glitch presumably associated with the menu translation of this hack where trying to drop a vulnerary causes the game to freeze. So it froze and I got soft locked and I needed to reset. What I learned, I was originally just gonna record the rest of the chapter off screen because I thought we were almost done. So I was playing through it. Oh god. No, we're fine. Elena's sick. And what I learned about this chapter that made it extra epic is that it doesn't just end when you talk to Dayan. I missed that you need to escort Dayan to the exit, which makes a ton of sense because there's that flashy arrow bit on the left-hand side of the map, and a little section of the wall opens up that I was sketched out by earlier. And now we have to escort Dayan to the exit as enemies are flowing from the entrance. This is really dynamic, and I'm super into it. Dude, Otto's a champ, though. Dodge tank Otto. Alright, so yeah. So Dayan's going to start bolting to the exit, and we also get Travis. Travis is the sniper man with pretty decent stats. He's got 13 defense. Bow armor. Doesn't come with anything, though. But what we're going to do is we're going to make some space here. We're going to save Dayan because we have 10 turns to save Dayan. I'm going to turn off the animations for this so we can do this quickly. Rostov, get over here. I'm gonna leave Arman. I just don't want Arman to die, so Arman's gonna hang out over here, I think. Flomi's fine. Alright, so this is really where it gets spicy, so I need to be really careful here. I'm gonna have to set up a wall. Let's see, Alu. Who the wall will be set up with is probably gonna be Emmy and Sagan. Because they're both very good units. Let's see, who needs a heal? Lydia needs a heal. And then Elaine is gonna do the peg thing. And you're just gonna bolt. Let's see. Elena's gonna do the peg thing and move out. Jeff. Hero of time, Jeff. Okay, get Alu out of here. Just get him moving. Yeah, so we got all the chest stuff. There were a few interesting bits. I don't remember exactly what it was, but we'll find out when we go through preps next time. It's been a couple days since I played this, so I'm kind of reorienting myself here. Okay, I don't want Trakina to be at risk here. I feel like Lydia can hang. But let's, yeah, I like the axe here for you. Alright. This is fine. Less fine, whatever. I'll take the experience. Emmy's about to go on a berserker rampage here. Love this music, by the way. Okay, that's gonna be for Surge. Now I'm gonna try and set up a rescue chain with the other calves. With Rostov and Grape. Perhaps Flomi will participate. Look at Sagan setting up these kills for Emmy. As she gets 6 experience points. so... Surge. Sergey! The big level up, let's go. Can we get some speed, please? Luck! Dude, he's leveled up so terribly. Oh my god. I mean, this unit was not particularly strong to begin with, but this is just upsetting. Alright, Rostov is gonna spread out. He's gonna fan out. Grape's gonna set up a relay over here. Yeah, so now he'll run over. And then we should be okay. Alright, so then everyone else is... Do I need to even peel? No, I can just stay here, honestly. This could be Jeff's moment. This could be a Jeff moment. Alright. Lydia. Getting a little aggressive here. We cleared out quite a lot there. I wasn't expecting to. Jeff! Getting a level up. Jeff's ramping up for promotion. Trakina, maybe? No, I need to... Let's see. Flux. Look at these strats. I'm not sure if Sacae needs to get to the end or not. She might. And if that's the case, we're gonna dance for Sacae. I think it's just Dayan that needs to escape, but we'll find out. Yeah, so the sketchy section of the wall opens up. Really clever. I like the way 38% designed this. I don't think it's perfect and flows amazingly. No, Jeff. But look at that setup. Alright, so now... Okay, so... Let's, heal up. So that worked out really well. Then we will put Gim here. Dude, how does Sergey do? Dude, is Sergey about to 1v1 these guys? Is he about to fight them IRL? Sergey? Alright, meanwhile, Jeff, get out of there. No, I didn't mean to heal up you, Camilla. Alright, everyone else can just chill, I think. Let's just keep moving Sacae in. Yeah, this is one of those chapters where having the English would have been really nice, but easy enough to kind of figure out. The language, Fire Emblem, man. Universal. It's a universal love language. Alright, we got another turn of this. Oops. Okay, size there. Silver sword, guys. Okay. Alright. Gim is here to get rid of that. I don't like that 1% crit at all. Okay, so now we're just gonna keep peeling with everyone, because I see no reason to engage in foolish combat. I'm glad this isn't a Thracia escape. Thracia escape with all these guys would have been really tedious, I think. But I do generally like how this played out. Okay, so you're still out of range. So Trakina can run point here. This should be the end here. Okay, gotta get him to support range to avoid the crit. That was the move. Go for Sacae. Fool. They both go for Sacae. How cruel of them. Alright, yeah, so that's the chapter. Dude, Dayan's epic. The Silver Wolf. Yeah, so really inventive chapter. I don't think I've ever played a map that did exactly what this chapter did. It takes familiar elements and combines them in a new way, and I really admire that. And this hack is old, too. It's a 2015 hack. So, as I was playing this, both last time and today, I'm thinking to myself, how would I do this? And I think you could really execute on the concept similarly. I love that there's a split party at the start. There's a need for a switch. And it's the kind of map, I think most importantly, I think with maps that have changing terrain, I don't think it is a map that you would play significantly differently knowing the outcome. So like, I think really the only thing I would probably make sure I do is put the longbow guy up top so Gim can one round the boss from up top. That felt unintentional. But other than that, half his drops. But other than that, man, like, I feel like there isn't a ton gained by knowing exactly what happens. Like, you'd still play the chapter pretty much the same way. Unless you play it, like, absolutely poorly, then maybe you would play differently. But, like, I don't see, like, the main point being, I don't think the player gets an unfair advantage knowing exactly what happens here. In the same way they would on other types of maps. Like in Dream of 5, for example, where you talk to Shun Kun, and then all of a sudden Brielle shows up with some reinforcements. You could just park where she's going to be and hit her there, pin her, because she's a sniper boss. So you can get an unfair advantage that way and kind of ruin the flow of the map. Here, that doesn't really happen to the same degree. I mean, yeah, you could set up the rescue chain sooner, but once you talk to Dayan, the rest of the map, I think, is seemingly, at least from my experience of this one time I've played it, a lot more straightforward. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for Chapter 15. I'll see you next time for Chapter 16. More Dayan. Until then.